welcome to Boise, first of all. Is this a job that you pursued, or did the Cubs organization pursue you?
Thanks for having me here. It's going to be a great summer, I hope, and it's something that over the last 5 or 6 years I've been thinking about doing, and the previous 2 years I kind of was a player coach, and it kind of made my mind up to do it and stay in the game. It's all I've done since high school, so I guess I'm going to be a lifer.
How do you think that experience as a player coach has helped you prepare for this step?
It's helped a lot, actually. I think being a catcher has probably helped more than anything, but being on the other side and being in the coaches' meetings and all the spring training meetings, it helps a lot knowing what goes on the other side of the door, you know, if you know what I mean. And it's a different ball game, and it's a business too. So,
what duties did you have as a player coach?
Mostly I worked with the catchers. We had Wellington Castillo and Robinson Torinos and Chris Robinson, and I coached first base and threw BP and, you know, the basic coaching things, and actually worked.
Did you have to file reports and things like that?
I helped out with that.
Yeah.
Like I'd help Rhino do reports and the hitting coach Vaughn, just to get kind of a feel for it. What was the other question?
Oh, just the duties as a player coach. I mean, you said you were in meetings and like that, so.
Yeah, it's when you're a player, you don't think like they think, and when you finally hear it, but now to see it on the other side is kind of an eye opener.
Sure. You said for the last 4 or 5 years you've been considering this. So at the end of your playing career, you said coaching is something I want to do when I'm done.
Yeah. After about 5 years ago is when I decided I really at least got to try it. I owe myself to try it, and I figure everybody says I would be a decent manager, so why not give it a try?
You were with the Cubs organization in Iowa, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had a chance to meet the guys on the team yet? You got any goals set for this upcoming season?
Not yet. Won't meet any of the guys until spring training. There's a few guys that I do know that will be on the team, but this is one roster that really isn't set, so I have to wait until closer to June.
Okay.
Does that make it tough as a coach with the kind of the carousel?
Well, that's the minor leagues. I mean, even in AAA, it's more of a carousel than it is here. This is a different level, you know. It's kids coming right out of college or high school, and they're going to play no matter what, and you're going to pitch who you have to pitch. So it's kind of you just let them play, you know what I mean, and teach them as much as you can teach every day.
I noticed on your bio you were drafted, didn't sign, and then were drafted by the Pirates again in 1990. Is that right?
I signed in '94.
You signed in '94.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I may have been looking at an incorrect bio. So
That's-
you were
that's-
only drafted once.
That's the other Mark Johnson,
Okay.
the big first baseman
Okay.
with the
wondered
Pirates.
about
I get his
that.
cards all the time.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
What, do you sign them?
No, I don't sign them.
I'll send you one next week then.
All right, I've gotten plenty of them.
What's the thing that you're most excited about in terms of making this change to becoming a manager?
Just the challenge, you know, the challenge of sculpting young kids into being big league ball players, and you know, watching them improve every single day, and watching myself improve. I mean, it's going to be a learning experience for me every day, just like it is for the kids. So it's really exciting, and it's good to be back in the Northwest.
Is it helpful, you call them young kids, is it helpful to be not so old yourself and being kind of closer to them in age? A lot of them are very young, but just being fresh off your playing career, how does that help you?
I think it's a good age for me and them. I mean, I'm not so far out of the loop that I can still follow what they're going through as far as girls and things like that, and not too old to where I have no clue what's going on in the outside world. But I just got done playing, so I know the way baseball is heading and the way that the front offices are thinking, and I think it'll be helpful for them.
So you can still play?
Yeah. I don't want to, though. I'm tired of it. Physically, just, you know, that's a lot of years of catching.
Yeah.
So.
How do you build chemistry with the other guys on your staff?
You mean coaching staff, or? I mean, I know Desi and I know Grimes, and you just be around them, you know. You just spend time together, and my thing is always being positive about everything. Can't go wrong with that, and I think it's going to be a good time. Everybody, a bunch of good guys on the staff, so we'll be good.
Is there any one thing that sticks out from your playing career, either in the major leagues or minor leagues? But is there any memory that sticks out from the big leagues, maybe that you'll always remember? Facing a certain player or anything along those lines?
Probably the brawl with Detroit. We had 2 brawls in the game. It was one of the worst fights ever in baseball.
What year was that?
Good question. 99 maybe?
Okay.
2000? Pretty good fight. You ought to look it up. 2 fights, same game, but it must be 99 or 2000. It's got to be.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
But other than that, first hit was off Pedro Martinez, a triple. That's pretty memorable. I don't know. You got me on that.
Pretty
one.
cool.
I don't know anything
cool.
else.
I think I read that Pedro deal, but yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
What do you remember about that big brawl or those big brawls?
Just getting beat up on the bottom of the pile both times. Just getting tore up.
How did you end up on the bottom?
I was out, trying to stop it, and end up on the bottom. That's where you don't want to be. But it's one of those fights that ended up in the outfield and came back, and then we had another one in the 8th or 9th inning, and it was even worse. But it's pretty good.
Don't see a lot of that in the minor leagues, though, right?
You don't see a lot of it anymore. Period. I mean, not like it used to be, but everybody's worried about getting hurt. Too much money.
How many people got suspended or fined?
I don't know. I didn't. Nothing happened to me, so just sore. I don't know. Not for sure on that. Sure, quite a few. There's a lot of punches thrown, blood, and it was a good fight.
Well, talk a little bit about the Hawks. I mean, last year it struggled down the stretch. First half of the year was decent, but do you have any expectations, or is the door revolving so much that you kind of feel like you're starting fresh?
I mean, of course you want to win. I mean, everybody wants to win. That's why we play the game, is to win. But it's more of learning. It's a learning experience for everybody. And at this level, you're just trying to teach good work habits and good work ethic and playing the game the right way and hard. And that's all you can do right now. And then as the season goes on, then the guys learn to play a little bit better, more professionally than what they're used to, and they get a hang of it. And hopefully we'll finish strong down the stretch this year.